Welcome back, Forza family. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being here. Today we're looking at Donut Media's second installment, the HiLow series. We got a lot to cover today, including the van right in front of us. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started and hear from James.
Hey, we're Donut Media. Come check out our cars before we break them. We're in Tulum.
Sounds intriguing.
Here we are at the start of the Donut Media story. Welcome to HiLow. We're going to be going on a convoy with James and Nolan in an array of different Z cars.
No way! You brought HiLow to Mexico.
Technically, I brought High Car because I thought someone else could break it for a change.
And I brought Low Car because it's the only one in our parking lot that's running right now.
Then I brought Zach Job because he's my super cool and handy road trip buddy.
Also, I'm the professional and better driver than James.
I came to check out the Horizon car scene. I've been trying to get to the Horizon Festival forever.
I came because I was hungry.
Wait, if we're all here, who's watching the shop?
My dog's got it.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
And here we go.
Wait a sec. You get HiLow Z's and I get stock.
Dude, you have the most important job at Donut right now.
I do?
You can tell at this point in the video, I've not yet realized that I could simply go into my settings and turn the volume for the
We're
radio
always
off.
debating between high and low car, right? What's better, cheap and charming or top of the line? What if there was a third option? Some kind of middle car?
The coming of mid-car has been spoken of in legend.
I think I see where you're going with this.
As you'll see as we go along here, the storyline of this series really is the best part of it. There are a few glitches, a few rough patches along the way, as you'll see, but I really did enjoy the story.
But right now, Team High are headed north and Team Low are headed south.
So, you gotta pick one. Pick Team Low.
High Team, for real.
When it is your turn to choose high-low, choose whichever you like, of course, but do keep in mind, whichever car you choose now, I would have liked to know this earlier, will be the one that you get at the end. So that'll be the one you'll have in your garage at the end of this series. So if you have a preference of high and low car, based more off of looks than performance,
Either way, we've got
because of
tons of
course
cool stuff planned.
there are no
You gotta
performance
shoot some
failures in
videos,
Forza.
check out some cars,
So pick that one.
have some very special good times.
What happened to Cars Are Pain?
Cars are pain with the heart, dude. The heart is the most important part.
As you can see, my bone stock Z cannot keep up even with low car. Granted, I could have driven it a bit better, but still, they smoked me.
Way to handle the fair lady. You're gonna fit right in on Low Team.
High Team.
Low Team.
Alright, and let's see what's in store for us next. Yeah, that's about accurate representation of how that went. That's alright though, we'll get better as the series improves. I skipped over the drive to the high-low team, but
Welcome
yeah,
to
you
High
can see
Team.
which I chose.
We have a lot
obviously.
of money and seafood towers. Okay, we don't have seafood towers right now, but we do have Zach.
It's you and me for this one. James is meeting us on the other side. Road trip!
Woo! Road trip!
Let's see what you can do in High Z on the way to Guanajuato. James says he's setting up, but he's probably just window shopping.
I heard that.
So you probably know this already, but High Z has some gosh dang history. We did everything to this thing. Wheels, tires, brakes, coilovers, turbo, body kit. $100,000 worth. I mean, I did most of the real mechanic stuff, and James said, "Mo power a bunch."
Oh, power.
The power delivery is so smooth with these turbos. Everything about the car is pretty sweet.
The seats could be more comfy.
And the best part, on track day, just when we were getting clean laps, we broke it. Black flag. Womp womp.
It is immediately noticeable getting into high car that it handles so much better than that stock Z I was just in. You can tell even just by watching. This car is just hooking and booking. It whatever you wanted to do, it's cool with it. Awesome. Look how tight that is. Just fantastic.
Feels nice, right? I think high car rides better with you behind the wheel. Honestly, I didn't care who won. I love low car too. Don't tell Nolan I said that.
I won't.
While I skipped over it earlier, I'll touch on it quickly now, if anyone cares. I chose the high car really because in real life I tend to have low car parts on my actual car, so I figured why not try something different, enjoy the fact it's a video game in Fantasyland, and why I want a car with $100,000 in upgrades, then all I gotta do is hit A.
Coming up on Guanajuato now.
Oh, will we make it? 213, 14, 15, not a chance.
Just another day in the life of High Z. Thanks for the ride. Whoa, cool! Whose Miata is this?
Some Horizon drivers starting their own muddy pit?
Man, I love that car.
Hey, time's wasting. I'm not paying you to sit around talking about cars.
You don't pay me at all!
Okay, James. Why are we in the van?
Because Donut Media is a business, all right? We do car culture, positive vibes, and t-shirts with buff horses on them. Our interns have set up donut merch stands all over Mexico, and we're gonna make some deliveries. Make sure to park at the stand. We need time to drop everything off. Go, go, go! Like a horse out of heck!
Can we do it fast?
Yes. Yes, we can.
Now let me tell you, this donut van makes under
Apex,
500
baby.
horsepower,
Yeah, that would make a
but
good
it feels
shirt.
like every
Maybe
bit
a
of a
hat.
1,000. It just goes. Super fun to drive. It's rear wheel with an incredible weight distribution, where the front of this car, as you can tell, it hooks so much harder than I would expect. I'm often overshooting my turns. Oh, well, except for that one. Anyways, here we go. And I clearly did not realize I was supposed to park the car. I don't know why it said it very clearly, but it's all fine. Here we are.
Lightning, lightning, lightning!
Dropped our merch off, and we are off to the next
Final
destination.
parking spot, go!
Should have said that before, because here I am now understeering. However, if you do end up playing this little series, and I highly recommend that you do, you'll see this van's very fun, but I had a difficult time driving it, although it was very fun.
Who put this merch stand way out here?
Must be Nolan's fault.
Phew. Now all the donut fans at Horizon can get their sweet threads and recognize each other and hug and stuff. We did a good thing today.
Do you believe that, despite all those mistakes? Pretty sweet. Alright, time after time. Chapter 4.
That was a pretty great day. How about we finish it off with a night drive? Zach, you take the Miata.
All right. Nice driving, by the way. Thanks for getting all that set up.
That means you and I are in High Z, buddy. We're driving through the spooky woods at the base of La Grande volcano.
Why?
Who cares? This Miata rules.
I thought this was a really cool installment here as well, getting to have James in the car, convoy with Zach. Although, since they're timing us, I figured I'm gonna go for the gold, and we're gonna leave old Zach behind in the Miata.
Hey, Zach, it's getting pretty dark out, isn't it?
Sure. Yeah, I guess it is.
I think maybe for safety, you know, you might want to turn on your...
I am stupid. I am stupid.
Comes.
Yeah, sorry about that, lads. Hit the wall a bit there.
Up and down headlights!
Oh, no, not you too.
Get ready, folks. There's a curveball coming. Can't remember exactly when it happens, but it's gonna happen. I do wish I had more to cover right now, but or maybe that's just poor driving. No, here it comes.
What was that noise?
That was your brain being turned to mush by that song.
Seriously, Zach, I think we got a problem.
Guys, it looks like the RPM's dropping.
Not good. Could be the mass airflow sensor, or maybe you've got an ignition issue.
Or a fuel pump's on the fritz?
And so, as we all know, the best thing to do when your car is acting up and you're having engine problems is make sure to keep your foot on the floor, do not shift early under any circumstances, and get every last ounce out of that engine before you send a rod straight to China.
So, High Z is broken down. It might be a mass airflow sensor, but I'll have to wait until first light to see.
Which means our big broken baby is spending the night in the woods. Welcome to HiLow, baby!
Should have brought the Tacoma.
And Chapter 5, Up to Speed on the Fair Lady Z.
Hey, James. So, High car broke down, huh?
No. You're right. We're just testing the capabilities as an RV.
Yeah, High car definitely broke down.
Zach has the engine teardown under control, but it might take a while. What are we gonna do?
How about we take some cars and some cameras and get up to speed on the Nissan Z? So this is everything you need to know to get up to speed on the Nissan Z while we drive them.
No way! No way, no way!
In October of 1969, the 240Z arrived in America, known in Japan as the Fair Lady Z. The American version had a 2.4-liter inline six, giving it a robust 151 horsepower. It could go from 0 to 60 in just under 8 seconds and cost around $3,600. I would love to find a 240Z for $3,600. Jumping to more current times, in 2001, an announcement was made. The return of the Z to America. Nissan debuted a bright orange Z concept car, the Nissan 350Z. It was released to wide acclaim the very next year. While the 350Z was good, Nissan knew they could do better. Debuting in 2008, the Nissan 370Z was almost a complete redesign from the 350, with the engine swapped out to the huge 3.7-liter V6.
It was also still.
I've made a huge mistake.
Nissan didn't stop there. In 2023, the new Nissan Z arrived, the newest in their line of modern sports cars, this time with 400 horsepower. The new Z uses the same platform as the 370Z, but now it's got a 3-liter twin-turbocharged V6 engine.
Now I kind of wish I'd gotten the Roadster.
C432, baby. Can't beat a classic.
My Z is the mightiest Z.
This is great, but I still miss high car.
And there you go, you get a little episode of Up to Speed while you drive.
Congratulations, you are now officially up to speed on the Nissan Z.
I told you we'd get better as the series moved along.
This is an interesting new upgrade for high car.
Yeah, we installed a full flatbed truck kit under it. It came out pretty well.
Well, our car still works, so let's drive that.
Man, look at this thing go. Absolutely floating gears on the flatbed. I mean, I guess it's assumed that this thing is upgraded because I've spent my fair share of time in the passenger seat of a overcab diesel like this, and there's no way. It'd be sweet if it could, but
I said a stupid thing to my buddy Nolan, and now you need to make me look less stupid. Can you do that?
which, on that note, I wanted to mention. Why is it that this truck actually sounds like a diesel when we have the F450 chassis and the, the Nissan, oh boy, oh this is embarrassing, the Titan, of course, with the Cummins engine? They don't sound the way they should at all, and I think we can all agree on that. This, it's not perfect, oh, it's a lot better. So I doubt they would, but it would be nice to see an update on those engine sounds to have something a little bit more accurate, especially in the aftermarket exhausts. They just, to me, it sounds like a much closer to a naturally aspirated V8, which I just can't understand, but that's fine. They clearly know how to do it.
It was the crank angle sensor. That's a pretty easy replacement once we get back to the festival.
Almost forgot I was in a giant truck there. And unfortunately, we were not quite fast enough.
Woo! High car for life, baby! You helped a lot, too. Thanks, pal.
Almost had it. Not bad, though. in the last chapter. Does more expensive mean more better? Well, let's find out. You'll have to excuse me, the pause on this screen, I got very confused and did not realize what exactly was going on. This was all very weird, but it makes sense to me now. They are not going to rent you this car. It is going to be yours.
All right, before we get started on our HiLow test track finale, one more thing we gotta do to welcome the newest member of the Donut family.
What? Me?
If you break a car with us, you're officially family. We've got a big family. We told you at the start, sometimes it's hard to decide between high car and low car. So...
The legends were true. The glory of mid-car awaits.
I'm nervous now.
Don't be. This is the best part. We picked up another identical stock Nissan Z, and it's yours to customize.
choose your upgrades and we'll get them installed.
I will definitely be helping you guys.
Let's start with new wheels and tires. Now for new brakes, diff, springs, and a big fat turbo. You probably want to look at a roll cage and some aero too. That Rocket Bunny wide body is pretty tempting. Now finish it off with a paint job. Or if you're really brave, let Nolan do it.
Man, I'll never live that down.
Be careful. You can spin more than low car, but less than high car. Mid car. You got it? All done? Looks pretty dope. We could probably cram a few more upgrades in there. Start with some test laps. Get a good feel for it. All right, believe it or not, high and low Z are both running, so we are good to go.
All right, folks. So, unfortunately for you guys, the editing software I have does not allow me to speed up a video very much. So I did what I could here, but you're going to have to kind of watch me go through this. But it does give me a good opportunity to talk about the characters here. I felt that the Donut Crew in the first series, they presented them very close to the camera, and they really showed off the work of the animators. And I thought that was nice. It, on both parts of the Donut Crew and the animators, both, getting some credit, everyone's noticing. However, all the angles this time were really quite far. I didn't feel like I saw anyone's face up close, and I don't know if that's intentional or just a coincidence, but I thought it was a little odd. Which I'll come back to in a second, because I'm sure you've obviously just noticed that upon installing a wide body kit, our car has monster truck syndrome. I thought that this was just because the suspension wasn't done, which, as you saw before, that was not the case. I figured maybe they thought, oh, we're really gonna, accentuate the way that when you install these wide body kits, the fenders are often cut super high to accommodate for the wheels being just slammed up in the fenders, super low suspension, super short coilovers, bags, whatever the case might be. But then I changed the suspension and nothing changed. So you'll see in a moment under the tuning category that I thought, well, maybe the suspension is just cranked. Like maybe it has a huge range for some reason. It's got to be set down. That was not the case either. So I am going to assume that this was a glitch having to do with either my Xbox or just this this part of the game in general. I'm not really sure, because I did notice that this was running like crap when I was playing this. Now, granted, I play on an Xbox One S, which, frankly, they probably shouldn't have released this game onto the old generation platform. I'm so glad they did, because I get to play it, and I'm super thankful for that. However, it can't really handle it. I mean, editing this video, I edited out a far more loading screens than I did have, actual game time to put into the video, which is frustrating. But at the same time, it's nice to get to play the game, even when things like this happen and it gets a little buggy. But you can kind of tell as I'm scrolling through these menus here, this isn't an issue with the editing. This is just how it was playing. Things were taking a really long time to load. It wasn't very fluid. It was weird. And, the car is sunk into the ground. It has weird ground effects right now. There's a lot going on. That's okay, though. Like I said, we still got to play the game, and the gameplay itself is excellent. It doesn't, you don't really have a lot of give on the gameplay. I feel like, you know, I've played on a Series X, and it's similar. It's better, of course, but it's a very similar experience, so I have to give them credit where it's due. Now, as you're watching me upgrade this car, go through this, I clearly did not realize how much money $60,000 was to upgrade this car, because I guess I was thinking more in terms of real life, where $60,000 would absolutely not get you all of these parts. There's no way. I wish it would. That'd be sweet. But you're not going to do a build like this for 60K, especially with the wide body kit, all the custom work that has to go into that, all the paint work. I mean, it's not happening. Not with the twin turbo setup, all the parts. We changed the engine. I mean, not changed, but we have a board engine block. Now, this was supposed to be mid-car. So as you saw, I chose pretty much all of the middle-of-the-road options. However, I feel the translation from real money to real money to Forza credits is likely going to give me quite the advantage here. And as you see, once we left the garage, the whole suspension issue has been resolved. The car sits the way it should, and I'm actually really happy with it. I think it came out nice.
This is it. We did it. We are here. The final showdown of this very special, very exciting Horizon/Donut edition of HiLow.
We bought 3 nearly identical Nissan 350Zs. One got cheap parts, one got expensive parts, and for the first time ever, one got a mix of the two. I'll be in low car.
I'll be in high car.
And I'll be in mid-car with our special guest driver.
Hi.
Thought that was really cool too, to see your build between the two, and now we're gonna get to go all drive together.
Time to find out once and for all. Does more expensive mean more better? Or is more in between-er more gooder and smarter? Okay, that wasn't great, but it's new format, so we can work on it.
Let's go! Show 'em what mid-car can do!
High Z all day, baby, woo! Whether it wins or not, low Z rules.
You guys, it's been great working with you, but I'm running away to join Horizon.
Be safe, have fun, I love you, but you're still gonna lose. More friends definitely means more better.
Cars are paid. The heart is the most important part.
Well, as you can see, unfortunately, the upgrades that we chose, we got a little bit more power than we have tire. However, that worked out in
A
straightaways.
detour! Take it off-road!
I don't know if that counts as off-roading, but sure. Would you pretend that didn't happen? You didn't see a thing.
Coming up on the finish line, let it eat!
Or that. It's fine. Nothing went wrong. It was my first try.
You did it! I can't believe you did it, dude. I am so proud of you. This changes everything. You're gonna have to move to LA. We need to get you some t-shirts and like a hat. Do you know how to read a teleprompter?
I've got a better idea. How about you all join us here for a while?
Oh, can we, James? Can we, please, please, please?
I can't say no to that face. All right, maybe for a little while.
And that is it, everybody. That is going to wrap up our Donut Media Part 2 High-Low series. It was an absolute blast. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I would highly, highly, highly recommend that you play through both of the Donut Media series. I'm a huge fan of both. I mean, I'm a huge fan of the channel, so I'm a little bit biased. However, I think it's a great story. It's a great opportunity. You get a couple free cars out of it. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time. Take it easy.